Hi everyone, and welcome to this drawing video. Yesterday I decided that I wanted to work on a drawing of an eye, but this time I wanted to change up the colours and I wanted to be inspired by the colours of an opal. I really love opals and the way they shine in the light and bring out all these different colours, and I wanted to recreate those colours and put them within the iris of an eye. In this video you'll see that I start off by working on the sketch and getting the basic outlines, and then I move straight into using the Copic markers to get the base shading down of the whites of the eye. For that I used the cool grey markers, 3, 5 and 7, blending between them and keeping the shading nice and smooth. After that, to add some extra hints of colour to the corners of the eye, I used pale blue-grey, pale heath and pale lavender. I found that the pale heath was the most prominent of those colours, so I kept that kind of close to the corners of the eye and then blended outwards with the other two markers. I also used the pale blue-grey to add some shading around the outside of the eye and to help add some skin texture. I used it especially above the eye to show the upper eyelid, and I used it underneath the eye to show the ridge of where the eyelashes would start. After that, I wanted to work on the colouring of the iris. As that's the most prominent part of the drawing, I wanted to spend the most time on it and really focus on the effect of the opal colouring. So I started off by using Robin's Egg Blue and Holiday Blue. I blended between them just to create the blue areas of the iris, kind of around the outer edges of the eye and kind of stretching outwards in some parts. After that, to add the purple tones to the drawing, I then used lavender and amethyst. For the pink tones, I used pure pink and cerise, and then for the red tones, I used a crimson marker, a carmine, and a cardinal. Cardinal is a much darker red, so I used that around the outside edges of the iris and around the pupil. And for the final little tones of yellow colouring that I added to the eye, I used acid yellow and honey. I also used a Uniball Signo Broad Pigment Ink white pen to add some highlights to the eye. I added a highlight to the bottom left of the pupil, and then I added some highlights along the bottom right edge of the iris. Highlights are an amazing way to make your drawing stand out, and I love using them. In a drawing like this, where I want to make the iris stand out, I decided to have the highlights towards the centre of the eye, and then to have some highlights around the outer edges of the iris itself, just to make that feature stand out as the prominent one and to really make that part of the drawing push out from the page. To help show up some of the colours I used some Prismacolor pencils, but my main focus was to use the black and the white Prismacolor pencil to help accentuate some of the details of this drawing and to help some of the highlights and some of the shaded areas. I used the black Prismacolor pencil to add the shading around the outside of the eye. I also used it to add some extra dark shading to the upper eyelid, and then after that I decided to sharpen the pencil and make sure it was ready to use for the eyelashes. I also used the white Prismacolor pencil to add some extra highlights around some of the eyelashes and to show up some of the details along the lower lid. With those final details added with the Prismacolor pencils, that was the drawing completed. I had so much fun working on this drawing, and it was nice this weekend to work on a drawing that I didn't have so many guidelines. It was nice to just focus on recreating the colours of an opal and seeing if it was possible to create those effects with the Copic markers and Prismacolor pencils. I really hope it was effective, and please let me know what you think of this drawing in the comments below, and let me know if you'd like to see more drawings like this. If you enjoy videos like this, then make sure to subscribe, and any likes or shares in this video are hugely appreciated and it really means a lot to me. If you want to contact me via Twitter, Facebook or Instagram and follow along with the progress photos throughout the week, then be sure to check out the links in the description box below. And once again, thank you so much for the support on this channel. It means so much to me and I have so much fun working on drawings like this. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you all soon.